Thank you for joining us for CNTV. I'm Brad Klon.
And I'm Quinn Tran.
We're spending time at the Chickasaw Cultural Center to see the latest featured exhibit.
The exhibit showcases the work of a Chickasaw artist. His paintings are part of a series celebrating Chickasaw elders. On this blank canvas, sketches and shadows will soon form. They are the makings of a portrait.
But you look into their eyes, which is the first thing I draw when I'm sketching somebody.
Chickasaw artist Mike Larson is known for beautiful paintings of people.
Eyes are, the old saying, windows to the soul. That's where your personality is, your persona, your being.
Close to his heart are the 72 Chickasaw elders he has captured on canvas over the past decade. 24 of the latest portraits are on display at the Chickasaw Cultural Center in this special exhibit, Listening to Our Elders. Lillian Underwood inspired the title.
And I just asked her, if we sitting here were your children or grandchildren, what would you tell us? And so she bowed her head, fanned herself, and looked up and said, listen to your elders. It became the name of the series. It was a wonderful interview and turned into a really fine painting.
The piece of fine art is part of the third series of Mike Larson's portraits of Chickasaw elders.
She was an absolute delight.
This is the first time for the Chickasaw artist to view his latest paintings on exhibit.
His mother was the one that knew your dad.
Yes.
While he sketched and painted them, his wife Martha captured the elders' stories.
I couldn't have done this without her.
These 24 elders, and as it works into the equation, 72, of all of the elders that Mike's painted, they all opened up about their stories. It's not just a portrait, it is a painting of that elder's history.
They all went through the same period of time in history and in our Chickasaw history. The other thing they all expressed was a great faith. Faith. How faithful they were and how important it was to their life. It's a grand thing. It gives them great confidence, and that confidence comes through in the paintings. Pauline Brown, she thanks God for this time in our being. Thank you for this time in our being. Our being is forever, in the past and in the future. I find that so incredible.
He says each portrait took 2 weeks to complete. Each had to be true to life. For Mike Larson, the quest for that perfection connects him deeper to Chickasaw culture.
It's a very personal thing that they allowed me into their homes, into their thoughts, into their history. And so doing these paintings really is an aid to me, to get me involved, to get me immersed, to get me into my history. Seeing this series in this room here is wonderful. Going from each to each to each, revisiting the painting and why I did this and why I did that. And when it comes through the way I wanted to, that's a very exciting moment. And people look at these paintings and they're happy with them, which makes me happy. And God help me, proud.
We're surrounded by the portraits and they're just beautiful. Mike Larson's portraits of elders are featured in a book series titled They Know Who They Are and Proud to Be Chickasaw. A third volume will be released soon featuring the latest portraits.
The portraits in the book have short biographies of each of the elders. You can find these books and other Chickasaw Nation publications at chickasawpress.com. Now to Bricktown in Oklahoma City. Exhibit C is featuring pop culture through Native American artists. The exhibit is called The Fry Bread Factory, Indian Pop Art. The name was inspired by the traditional Native American food. Factory is influenced by famous artist Andy Warhol, who referred to his studio as a factory. The special exhibit features bold and colorful works of award-winning Native American artists who have produced pieces for the Smithsonian National Museum of the American Indian and the American Museum of Natural History.
These pieces are a lot of fun. They're very vibrant in color, so a lot of people have been drawn to that alone. And then just the imagery is so striking. We are absolutely thrilled with the exhibit.
Exhibit C in Bricktown serves as an art gallery and retail space showcasing Chickasaw and other Native art, crafts, publications, and more.
The Chickasaw Nation is a supporter of the arts. By celebrating Youth Arts Month, an annual event, children are inspired to be creative. Area children and their families are invited to participate Saturday, March 7th from 10 in the morning to 2 p.m. at the Chickasaw Community Center in Ada, Oklahoma. There is no charge for this family fun event.
Preparations are already underway for next month's annual event, the Three Sisters Celebration. The festival held here at the Chickasaw Cultural Center is set for March 14th through the 22nd during spring break week. The celebration observes the changing of the seasons and spotlights the ancient method of gardening using beans, corn, and squash, referred to as the Three Sisters. Learn more about the festival and activities planned for the week-long event at ChickasawCulturalCenter.com.
We thank you so much for watching this episode of CNTV.
We'll see you again soon.